According to the research conducted by the CDC, the prevalence of autism in the United States is estimated at 1 in 54 births. From a global perspective, autism is the fastest growing developmental disability in the world in terms of diagnoses. Additionally, about 40% of children with autism are nonverbal. For many, language develops later than their neurotypical peers. A recent study conducted by the NAA showed that between 2.2 and 2.9 million children and adolescents may have nonverbal learning disabilities. This means that not all children with autism are able to properly communicate their needs and thoughts to their parents, caretakers, and peers.
This is why we made AV, to make sure everyone has a voice. AV is a dedicated communication device specifically designed for people, especially children with autism. AV is both kid-friendly and customizable to fit the needs of each nonverbal user.
AV provides tactile feedback, addresses hypersensitivity issues, and is completely customizable by the caretaker. Every time the child rotates the bezel of the watch, a new need will appear on the screen in the middle. Once the child finds the need they want, they press down on the face of the watch. Then, the need is spoken out loud and the notification is sent to the caretaker's cell phone through the accompanying AV app. Moreover, the device provides haptic and intuitive interaction to the children, and most importantly, it is personalized for every user by letting the caretakers input new vocabularies and sentences into the device system.
Through an app on the cell phone, the caretaker can add or subtract needs from the watch depending on a child's current capabilities. This aligns the device to the user's unique needs. The app also communicates with the watch and receives notifications that will alert the parents to their child's needs.
Taking a closer look at the hardware, the device houses a microcontroller that controls the LED screen where the user's needs are displayed in the center in picture and writing formats, a vibration motor which is set to provide the user with haptic feedback in the form of a gentle pulse every time they rotate the bezel of the watch 60 degrees and move to the next need or select the need by pressing down on the face of the watch, and communicates with the mobile device app in order to add and remove needs and alter the parents if any need is selected. The microcontroller is connected to a battery that is able to give AV over 24 hours of battery life.
AV identifies and solves the blue ocean problem by eliminating distractions that exacerbate hypersensitivity issues such as unnecessary notifications on a mobile application and child-to-parent miscommunication. Furthermore, AV reduces the overall complexity of communication for a user, increasing the user's ability to communicate, keeping them engaged with haptic feedback, and instantaneously relaying those needs to parents or caregivers. Thus, AV creates a streamlined method of communication with a customized user experience, all packaged in a simple and approachable device.
Our strategy canvas clearly shows how AV creates a blue ocean market by tackling problems the industry does not address. Our solution creates a more personalized and responsive experience. Similarly, our utility map shows how the industry struggles to provide a portable device for nonverbal children who are often unable to carry around large tablet devices at all times. These devices also pose a separate issue of distracting users with various functions. In contrast, AV provides a well-developed end-user experience.
AV is initially developed for non-verbal autistic children and adults who require aid communicating. However, there are other populations that can benefit from using AV. The primary and largest pool of the customers could be anyone who is suffering from a neurodegenerative disease that causes communication problems like aphasia, dementia, head trauma, learning disabilities, motor neuron disease, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease, and more. The second specific group of target customers are people suffering from mutism, both selective and genetic. The final pool of customers includes the elderly who may need a constant form of communication and attention and whom the device can be used almost like an emergency outreach tool.
The therapeutic market for autism is already huge, around 3.8 billion USD as of 2021, and it is projected to reach 5.2 billion USD by 2028, growing at around 4.27% per year through 2026.
As for AV's financials, the cost of production for one unit is $12.59. It will retail at $17.62, which is more affordable than our competitors' products. This leaves us with a profit margin of 39.95%. According to our financial spreadsheet, we estimate AV to break even in 2024 after selling approximately 12 million units. On the same trend, AV will generate approximately $10 million in profit by the following year.
With your support, we can help give a voice to those that cannot speak up for themselves with AV, Artificial Voice for You.